Hi and welcome or welcome back. It's Sarah Colors Art channel, and today the video gonna be a little bit different. I was shopping for Christmas presents and I stumbled upon these figurines. Look at this birdie, how cool is he? He looks like he's a AB crystal figurine. I need these figurines to put them by the window so the crazy birds that are coming my way all the time don't kill themselves on my windows, because they are just flying straight into the glass of my windows, and sometimes I'm scared they're gonna kill themselves or they're gonna break the glass in my windows, so that's not very fun. So I figure out I will have this by the window and they're gonna hang and warn the birds not to get into my window. So yeah, these ones, as you can see, the birds got like shine and they're like prism and like AB crystals, but these fairies, they are just transparent plastic. There's no color in it. So I want to try these paints, that Chameleon acrylic paints with shifting colors, and we're gonna see how it's gonna work. I hope for the best. Hi and welcome or welcome back. In this video we're gonna be swatching the Deco Time color shift Chameleon paints. It's 12 acrylic paints in the tube. Each one it's 12 milliliters. And we are going to swatch them in a second. That is a product I put on at Action, also known as a range, and we can change up a bit this color palette. That's a coral pink, that's a burning red. Okay, we're gonna swap some colors. I want them in a different, like that. Maybe these in here. Pink. This one. This one. Yeah, that's better. I like it much more this way. Okay, so we're gonna be starting from the purple. That's 011 purple. It's already open, so we don't have to struggle with opening. Hold on, I don't want to water them down too much. Yeah, they got some shine to them. they are not best quality. I can see that already. There's not too much pigment in them. They are not very condensed. You can see you can't really. Yeah, you have to paint with them like that to get some payoff of the color. Anyways, we're gonna check them out. Oh, so someone been just using one of the colors. But it's weird because it was open on the other side, the box. So someone squeezed a bit of the paint. Okay, so I wanna go put some more paint on the paper to see afterwards whether it's gonna be any shifting in colors or it's gonna just dry flat, completely matte. So yeah, let's see. By the time we are finished, we're probably gonna see already how they dry out. You can see it's got this shine and a little bit of shifting of the color. So let's hope for the best. Even if they're not too great, I will still use them in my coloring books. Somehow I will figure out where and what for. Oh no, I squeezed out some paint on my finger, and it does seem to have this shine to it, so yeah, the previous color was more of a pinkish one. It's more reddish. I squeezed a lot this time. I'm gonna show you in the light how it looks like. Hold on. It's hard to tell in this light, but it is like pearlescent. Okay, let me clean up brush. Oh no. Oh no. Oh shoot. Sorry. Need some more paper towels. I'm glad I didn't mess up my swatch, because I would feel like I need to do it again, and we don't want that. want to add a lot more of orange in my color palettes while I'm coloring. Yeah, it looks like a glittery gel pen, for example. Again, that's the opened one. That's the second opened paint. Yeah, I wonder how they're gonna look like when they are dry. I would test them on the dark Bristol, but I don't think there's a point to it, as they are so not very concentrated, so it's gonna be very see-through. So I feel like there's no point to it. Nice canary yellow. And we get mint leaves, which is a pea green. Okay. Not many left to swatch, only 4. Let's do the dotting and concentrate a little bit of the paint so we can see how it's gonna dry out. That's a blue sky. Let's see. Okay, cool. That's a nice color. A little bit like on a turquoisey side of things. Oh yay, 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 yay. Okay, let's stop this one. Okay, we're dealing with it. That's a darker one. Hold on. Okay, that's a turquoise. This one is much darker. Yay! So we've got light turquoisey paint and the dark one as well. And we've got 2 more left. This one is a tender blue, thunder, opened as well. Real dark one. Doesn't look very blue, rather blackish. see that's a dark blue. Is this one any blue or bluer than the previous one? Yeah, I can see it's lighter, so it's a more bluer. Oh, this one is very cute. I like these two, like a turquoisey colors. Hold on, I will show you them. Let me just clean up this one. Yeah, I can see the shine on my fingers, so it should be a little bit glossy. Yeah, I especially like the last one and the second to last. Yeah, they're nice colors. So yeah, that's basically it. I will get back to you maybe with the thing I'm gonna paint with it. And the thing is this fairy from plastic, acrylic fairy, gonna be painted with acrylics. So see you in a bit. It's gonna be just a second for you. Bye. So we are going to color this fairy. I pull up some colors I'm gonna use. So we're gonna start from the lightest one, our yellow. And I want it to be this a little bit like these birds, a little bit like AB crystals, and somewhat transparent with some color bits. So I want to be quite vague with coloring it. I'm gonna let it dry after I color one layer of one color, one layer of one color, basically. We're gonna see how it's gonna work. After that, maybe I'm gonna have to add some color to the birds as well. We see how the paint is gonna work on the fairy first. I don't know how to catch it, not to mess up myself too much. Okay, maybe I'm gonna add another color on the other side. Maybe we're gonna go for this tealy color on this side. We just want some hints of color, not too much of it. These paints are very thin. I'm gonna show you later on from close up of this dried on the paper paints, and I'm not sure are they, no, they're not dry yet, so I'm gonna show you them after they're gonna dry. We're gonna later on add the other two paints. Okay, let's leave it. We're gonna see how long it's gonna dry. I will switch off the camera and show you after it's dry. I'm gonna color the next two colors. So we are going to color this fairy. I pull up some colors I'm gonna use. So we're gonna start from the lightest one, our yellow. And I want it to be this a little bit like these birds, a little bit like AB crystals, and somewhat transparent with some color bits. So I want to be quite vague with coloring it. I'm gonna let it dry after I color one layer of one color, one layer of one color, basically. We're gonna see how it's gonna work. After that, maybe I'm gonna have to add some color to the birds as well. We see how the paint is gonna work on the fairy first. I don't know how to catch it, not to mess up myself too much. Okay, maybe I'm gonna add another color on the other side. Maybe we're gonna go for this tealy color on this side. We just want some hints of color, not too much of it. These paints are very thin. I'm gonna show you later on from close up of this dried on the paper paints, and I'm not sure are they, No, they're not dry yet. So I'm gonna show you them after they're gonna dry. We're gonna later on add the other two paints. Okay, let's leave it. We're gonna see how long it's gonna dry. I will switch off the camera and show you after it's dry. I'm gonna color the next two colors. So I just dried up a bit my fairy, and some of the paints are already dried, like this one. Oh, sorry, this one at the beginning. This violet is already dry. Here is still wet, but it is shifty, kind of. It is like pearlescent paint. It's not very opaque, it's rather like it doesn't have a opaque valor to it. It's more like you can treat it more like a poster paint, like gouache, maybe, because it's somewhere in between watercolor and the acrylic, because it's not really an acrylic paint in the sense that acrylic is supposed to be quite opaque paints. So let's start with the other color. I did pick up some big drops of green, and now I'm gonna go with violet. I want this one to be mostly like in the violet tones, and I'm gonna go also for this kind of a indigo, dark turquoise kind of a color. They appear on the camera much darker than they are in real life, much more opaque. Yeah, it's cool, quite cool. That's the one with no paint on it, and that's the one with this paint on it. So I'm gonna show you how I color one of them, and then off camera I'm gonna do same thing for the other one. Yeah, it's cool. I feel like I'm gonna buy another set, at least one. They're so cheap that I'm probably gonna get a few sets of them and use them in a coloring books. The only thing is with like acrylics or gouaches, they dry, they need more time to dry. When I'm working, I most of the time work with watercolors on my coloring pages, and they're quite quick to dry, which I appreciate because I'm not very patient, and when I color I usually expect paint to like dry immediately, which, as we know, doesn't always happen that way. That's basically video for people who like to watch paint dry. I don't believe I'm gonna have too many views, but I never do anyway, so I'm not gonna start to worry now about it. Yeah, I like this violet. Let's see the other side. Hold on, I don't wanna mess it up too much. We're gonna go with the thinner layer of this color. Yeah. And I will start to do this side with this dark color, because I wonder how it's gonna look like. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know if you could see what I was doing. So yeah, that's how it looks like now. This side. The other one is darker. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It needs to be a little bit darker, as the whole point for me of putting this thing on my window is for the birds not to come crashing down my windows, as they do so far. Maybe when it's gonna be dry, I'm gonna add again some violet to it, so it's gonna be like more with more different shades. Not gonna be that dark. Okay, we want to go a little bit into the necks and crannies of it. Okay. I want her hair to be a little bit more. Yeah, later on at the end, I'm gonna, when it's dry already, I'm gonna go again with some violet. My friend's husband is painting like, you know, the war figurines or the characters from different games he plays. He's coloring them. I don't remember how it's called, but it's like a miniature painting. Oh, I like this side. It's quite light, but it's too pinkish for me. Actually, I like better this side, this dark, kind of a more violety color. So I'm gonna go over this pinkish side again. Not gonna wait for it to dry up. Yeah, I could straight away go for this dark color. I just didn't know how it's gonna look like. I didn't want it to be too dungy and gloomy, but I guess you like what you like when you look at it. Yeah, some bits I will go over with lighter color to then accentuate the curves. Okay, like, where is this going? Yeah, it's such a consistency, a lot of water in this paint. I'm not even using any water to add to it because it's quite liquidy paint, but it does its job. It's nice. It suits me. Actually, like how it looks like. Hold on, I will catch it some other way. So yeah, pretty cool, huh? Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna drop it and I will dry it with my dryer because I don't know where my heating gun is. I bought a new one and I would have to go through my supplies to find it. I got like quite a few bins with art supplies and crafty stuff, some papers for scrapbooking, and yeah, I would have to go through it to get the heat gun. Okay, so I will see you when it's dry and we're gonna add some more color to it. So our fairy dried up already. This is how she looks like. Now we're gonna add some more lighter tones to it. I don't like this, I don't like pinks very much, so I'm gonna go with some violet, so it's gonna be looking interesting in the light. When the light hits it, it's gonna be quite a look. I'm gonna also show you how it looks like in the light, but I'm gonna film it tomorrow as it's already like 6 p.m. I don't want too much of this. Yeah, that's fine. Don't want too much of a violet on it, because I really enjoy this dark blue. It's like indigo, between indigo and turquoise. I used to have turquoise hair in my early 20s. Really liked that color, but the colorant for the hair, it was messing with my hair quite a bit. I had a stronger hair than I do now, but it's still, when the color was coming off, and I decided no longer to. Oh, I like this better, much better than the violet side of it. That's the violety side, and that's the darker side. I like better the darker side, so I don't know. I'm gonna leave it like that, maybe just a hint here and there, because I like this dark like that. I just wanted to add some lighter tones, so it's gonna be hitting nicely the light, as I said, but don't want too much of this violet. We'll see tomorrow in the light how it looks like. We're gonna spin it a bit and see how it hits the light. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna leave it like that. So basically, that's that for this part, and then tomorrow I will film it how it looks like in the window spinning. So that's pretty cool. Look at all the colors. So that's these Chameleon paints, the 12 set from Deco Time. It's available in Range and Action, also known as Action. I'm afraid they are probably only available in Europe, not in the States, so sorry about that, but that's what I found on my shopping trip, so that's what I wanted to try out and show you how it works. Anyways, I will say bye, as I'm gonna just leave at the end a tiny video with spinning fairy in my window. So I will see you in the next video. See you soon. Bye.